Hello, and welcome back to our 56th episode of the Labyrinth of Thieves campaign. We are your hosts and storytellers here from Wanderlustdnd, ready to dive into tonight's episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel as we post new episodes every other Wednesday. So, last game, following an evening of drinking, crafting, and adult activities, you all woke to the first of 2 down days. Al and Artrin woke with a bout of exhaustion. Gizmo was desperate to find the ever-elusive breakfast bar, and Caché woke in the arms of Lyraxis, only to find that somebody else was poking around her study. Joining back up with all the rest, Gizmo and Al wasted no time upgrading the Firefly, while Artrin and Caché sought Kael'Voss about the upcoming heist. Kael'Voss provided some words of wisdom to Artrin relating to dreams and his oath, and the three of you traveled back to the Red Light District. Once alone, Caché brought Artrin into a dream, where he was confronted by a strange owlin arcane caster, who attempted to reverse time and the rot on Artrin's arm. However, his oath was too strong, and their connection broke. But not before she whispered a name, Valkyria. Turns out this is actually a pretty important name, and after some hilarious moments, including releasing the dragon seal in a very small confined space, Artrin learned that he shared a bloodline with the Loquinroth family. Yes, the Loquinroth family from the Underdark. All those games ago. Reeling, you all barely had time to process before the garage was beset by giant mushrooms, led by the Carrion Shaman, who seemed bound and determined to drag Artrin back to the Underdark. After some pretty heavy hits between Artrin and Gizmo, Caché managing to keep a distance and fire blasts from afar, it was Al who disintegrated the shaman while he was attempting to drag Artrin into a rotting plant portal, and the mushrooms all collapsed. That's a very chaotic sounding fight when I read it out like that.
Was chaotic.
But after the commotion, or I should say the commotion, of you fighting those mushroom creatures, seems to have drawn the constabulary to your location. So you all kind of start to hear some of the sirens and the sounds, horns of the constabulary drawing near. Artrin, I believe you dropped your sword and shield before taking flight on the spectral dragon.
Yep.
And we're going to fade back in there. So, now I need to change the music. Let's go for... Go. So. For now, that's fine. So, we're going to start, Artrin. You had your moment there last game when we were one-on-one there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to just fade in really quick to Caché, Gizmo, and Al. If I remember correctly, the three of you decided that you were going to jump in the Firefly and chase after Artrin. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So, at the moment, it takes probably like 2 or 3 minutes to just like get the thing up and running. So, like, Artrin's a good... I don't know. I think we said the dragon's moving like 60 feet around or something like that. So, I mean, he's a good distance. He's flying northeast over the city at the moment, kind of over the upper steam ward and out past Minera.
Let's check out these upgrades then.
Okay, so
quick.
Al strapping in,
Yeah.
Gizmo strapping in.
Humphrey, hold on to something.
Oh, are you strapping Humphrey?
Wait,
Where is Humphrey going?
No, Humphrey's probably with Ben. Sorry, what's it? Venom. Still. Yeah.
He is actually with you because he was chatting to you about doing some upgrades last.
Oh yes.
Yes. Okay.
So he's kind of
Humphrey's strapped in.
Okay, you strap him in.
Yep.
All right.
I'm imagining just like a child seat, you know, with the buckles that like meet in the
he
middle.
has like a little car seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it face the other way? So it's facing towards
me.
Caché? Oh, it's facing you. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So he feels secure as he looks at your terrified face.
Yeah.
I'm not like strapped in. I think I'm like standing like I found like catching points to like lock my hands into, and like the suit is kind of locked into place so that I can then move quickly or fly out of the suit if I need to get to somewhere quickly.
Brilliant. Okay, so you're also have found your spots within the ship. As you are kind of chasing Artrin after Artrin is kind of a speck now toward in the distance. It's dark as well. It's evening. All of you here identified Firefly. This is a no-fly curfew in effect. Please return to the docking station immediately. Oh, Chris is gone. Chris is back.
Caché, were you expecting this?
Well, that's why we were running. We're running from the constabulary. We don't want them to catch us. We're very wanted. So I'm going to not comply with that order and double time it.
Okay. So what you see coming up next to you before you double time it out of there is Soul Riders, Caché. And Al and Gizmo, you would have actually seen some of these individuals as well before, but not this close. Why is the music really giving me trouble tonight? Is it keep changing? Like, is it keep getting loud and soft for you guys, or is that just me?
Table.
I think that's just you. It's been the same for me.
Yeah.
Okay, give
Yeah.
me. I'm gonna try.
Do you have attenuation on? Because if attenuation on, it quietens down things when you're speaking.
No, it was literally like da 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 da, but like with me talking or not, it was just doing weird things. So sorry, guys.
No
That might just have to be. We're gonna just change the song because that was weird. Anyway, backing up. Before you kick it into high gear, what you see, Caché, and the rest of you is Soul Riders, who are members of the constabulary that are basically kind of set up in the sky towers that are floating above the city. And they act as aerial patrols, mostly at night. And they are currently, what they usually ride on are these kind of like surfer boards with the solar sails. And the sails basically charge during the day and then run through the night. So you see 3 of them currently surrounding you, and 1 is taking off after Artrin.
Well, we need to catch up with Artrin and get him out of here too.
But he's well ahead. He's actually more safe that he's not with us. We should lose them before going to him.
Okay. Well,
How
you're
far
the
back are
pilot.
Sorry?
How far back are they from us?
The Soul Riders are actually pretty close to you. I'd say they're only about 30 feet from your Firefly as you're kind of taking... This is like as you're taking off and kind of heading out over the city towards the wall. These 3 have approached you basically saying, return to the docking station immediately.
And like where we are, is it kind of like is it like a narrow alleyway? Is it like open space?
Oh, you're up in the sky. Yeah,
Up in
because
the
you
sky,
are
okay.
you're flying from the red light district, so you're just open air at the moment with the big city below you.
Can I cast?
That won't work.
Can I cast slow on them?
On the 3 surfers?
With that,
Yeah?
your speed would be halved. Would that affect their ship?
It would, because it's mounted combat in a way, but mounted rules. So like Caché, if she's slowed, your Firefly would be slowed.
Okay. Well then, yes, I
So-
will cast slow with them.
Okay, what is the save there? I think it's
3rd level, and that is Wisdom 18.
Wisdom 18. No. God. Oh, nope. Darn. I thought that was an 18, but no.
Nope.
Nope. So
I don't
all
even
3
need
of them
to
fail.
manipulate.
All right, so
Because
you just
I'm-
cast slow on the 3 of them.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Caché, what are you doing?
From my experience, how fast do I know them boards to be normally?
Definitely not as fast as a Firefly, especially at full speed. I would say I'd say they're about 60 feet around. That's kind of what that's their standard.
Okay. I think
Like you're 93 No, hang on. You're 110 feet per round.
Okay. Well, maybe I should just activate the displacement field and then just yeet off into the distance.
Okay.
Just disadvantage on any attacks while I'm yeeting and then go.
All right, so you just launch out over the city. And there is still one soul rider going after Artrin. They have obviously been given orders to chase down the other individual, but the other three are slowed. You can see them like trying to figure out what's going on with their surfer and like trying to figure out what's going. Like, yeah, they're trying to fix it.
And how far away is the one going after Artrin?
I'd say it's a good few hundred feet, maybe 150, 200 feet ahead of you.
Is it gaining?
On Artrin, yes.
Oh, we need to stop him, so.
Yeah, I will head towards that and I suppose shout to my allies beside me, if you could do anything, it'd be great.
Give me a piloting check there, Caché.
Alright, what did we say the piloting check was again?
Yep, piloting check is a d20
Yes.
plus dex plus your proficiency bonus. And then the dex of the ship, which I believe...
Where's our proficiency? 17 plus 5 is 22.
22. And the dex of your ship as well, which is plus 2, I think.
Well, yeah, then 24.
24. Okay, perfect. You easily maneuver your way basically kind of next to the Soul Rider and then start to kind of like, what are you doing? How are you?
I will kind of beach myself kind of sideways a little bit so that everyone will have a clear viewpoint if they want to throw something or shoot some sort of spell at him to...
Perfect. As you near the Soul Rider that kind of looks human, about in his mid-30s, kind of has goggles on to protect his eyes and gloves to keep him, close to the machine that he's currently on. Kind of looks over to all of you. Set down! Back at the city immediately!
Right. Do I see, or could I work out how... Is there an on-off button for this thing?
Yes, please! Yes, please!
Okay. Give me a Arcana or investigation check. I'll let you do both because it has something to do with the core.
Can I do a full loop around him so he gets to look at everywhere to help him give him advantage?
I'd say he kind of already. No, it's more internal.
Okay.
But just trust. Yeah, Al. What are you rolling?
Okay. I'm gonna roll Arcana.
Roll Arcana.
Yeah. This is
If it is Arcana that you're doing, I would say you would have advantage the amount of experience you have with Ethereum cores.
Well, that's 19 plus 9, so 18. 28.
So 18. Sorry. Okay, so no, I'll just say it. It's fine. I won't take you to secrets. So Al, one of the things that you've noticed after working on Venom, building Humphrey, all of the experience you've had with Gizmo and his own just wealth of knowledge when it comes to constructs, you have found, both of you have kind of discovered a real big fault in the Ethereum cores.
Mm-hmm.
If you cast Dispel Magic, it stuns things.
Yeah.
It just turns things off for a bit, and then the core has to rejig itself.
Yeah.
So these solar surfers are also, run by an Ethereum core.
How many did you say it was after Artrin?
1.
Just the one?
Yeah.
Just the one, yeah.
Have you got something, Al?
Oh, well, I mean, I could just spell it.
Well, let's both do something. I just go for it. I'm gonna try and cast Vortex Warp on the pilot.
I was
amazing. Okay, all right. What's the save? I think it's I should know this by now. You guys use the spell all the time.
Constitution.
It's a Constitution save. What's the distance though?
I'd say I'd
We're right up
say
next to it.
you're right next to, like, Caché rolled so high on the piloting, she can get you as close as you need.
Okay, so like
I
literally.
can have you touching
across
noses.
Yeah, looking across to him in the window, I just reach out and
And
vortex
cast
warp.
Vortex Warp. And
So
it's
Constitution save. Yeah.
Oh, Lord in heaven. No, that's a 2.
Yeah. So I can. I forget what the spell actually does. I can teleport him to an unoccupied space within range. So I'm going to just teleport him 30 feet upwards.
Okay. So, hang on.
Yes.
Tallest building in. That might be a little bit too tall. Let's say you're currently 400 meters up. So you're gonna put him 30 feet more up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, Surfer continues to move forward. The pilot goes launched 30 feet up more into just open air. Your Firefly kind of twists a bit, and the individual begins to fall, screaming. You do see them tugging at some kind of like the side of their kind of gear. They're kind of wearing a jumpsuit.
Thank
at the
God,
moment.
that's what I was betting on.
I don't even have feather fall prepared.
Yeah, neither did I. I thought I did, but I already cast it, so.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
They didn't bring parachutes to throw and fall.
Yeah. They should really have parachutes, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at about a few kind of seconds go by, the Firefly tilts to the side and then comes around, and you actually watch as the little parachute comes out, and he slowly floats down to the ground. And that is all you see.
And the other Firefly is that wildly flailing now.
The solar surfer, yes, it's kind of actually, yeah, it's kind of sputtering. It's more veering at this point because it doesn't have anything to direct it, nor did it have anything to turn it off. So it's kind of veering off into the distance now, and is
That'll distract him for a moment. But if you want to try and do something a bit more permanent,
distract who? He's gone flying off.
He's falling.
Well, just in case someone else runs up to take the flight controls.
Runs up.
We're 400.
The sky.
Oh, is there only one man pilot things, are they?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're only one. There's
I thought they're
Pink Silver Surfer.
Yeah, Silver Surfer. Basically, they're like a little
Yeah.
single surfboard with a big sail. That's kind of what they look like.
Oh,
You know Treasure Planet. It's
Yes.
that thing. Yeah.
Okay. I follow now.
But well done. You have managed to successfully slow 3 of them. They're still kind of currently trying to sort out things near the wall. One guy is falling and are slowly, gently floating down to the surface. You have all lost Artrin, though. You don't see the glow of his steed or anything.
That's annoying.
Yeah. I'm going to head in that direction, though, for a little bit. And then kind of, I suppose, do a wide loop around the city. See if I can spot him.
Okay, so you're staying kind of closer to the city?
No, I want to be a little bit far away, but I want to do a loop around the city in case he'd gone any other direction, took a left-wing turn or anything, just to...
Yeah, so you kind of stay a little bit outside, maybe like a mile or so outside of the city, and you're kind of just going to loop around.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, you have a wonderful, wonderful view of the city as you go around. You actually skim near the ocean, because Minera is built up right against the ocean itself.
Go on, Caché, tell us what we're seeing.
Yeah, you can give a nice little...
So, you see that there? That's the first place that got shot. That place over there, that was completely destroyed by artillery the first time I saw that. And she keeps going, but she doesn't give you any normal historical fact. It's all about the destruction that happened to that place during the war.
So you're kind of like going this. You're kind of like going around out to the lighthouse, around the lighthouse, across the docks. This kind of you're basically kind of going all the way around up towards the tourney grounds and the wind harvest farms, all of that. Yeah, it's a beautiful trip. Around the city. It is dark as well. It's nighttime, so the city itself is glowing and gorgeous.
But any Artrin glows.
I need a perception check from each of you if you wish. If you're all looking up for Artrin.
Oh yes, I get advantage because I'm using my eyes. Yes. Thanks, Chris.
Oh.
Gizmo.
As opposed to perception check without.
Yeah, if it's involving sight, I get advantage because of my goggles that Gizmo got me.
Yes.
Wish I gave it to myself.
Yeah, 15. I didn't draw. Yeah.
Al?
Got 18.
18. Gizmo?
13.
13. Try as you might. No Artrin.
Look, if he wants time for himself, he knows where to find us, but we should probably sit down soon. If the Kassabri are after us, they now know what to look for.
I was just going to say, he probably decided he doesn't want to be seen at the moment, so...
He'll find us.
Yes.
He seems capable enough. And now he's got the thing to translate, he can actually talk to people, not just in their brains.
Where are we hiding the ship now?
Oh, good question. Shit.
Our location is completely compromised.
True. Well, I suppose we could. Do you think we could ask Oh, what's her name? Your friend.
Lyraxus?
Yes.
Yes.
And what about her daddy?
Well, he very much actively doesn't want us near that area, so it's why we moved to a different safe house.
I guess I'll send a message.
Okay.
I'm confused. I thought I had sending. Why is it no longer here?
You should have sending, so you used it last time to talk to Tarlin.
I wonder am I mistaking character sheets again?
Are you on?
I think
one?
Oh yeah, I don't even have all my spells clicked on this, so I'll sort that out later. I cast sending. I'll just mark a spell slot off.
That's okay. Mark a spell slot. That's fine. Okay. So what do you say?
Hi, Lyraxus. I've got myself into a slight bit of trouble. Our airship garage is compromised. Any ideas of where I can store a ship?
A little bit of a pause. And then you hear... Well, got yourselves into a bit of trouble, I see. Is that all the commotion out there? I have a warehouse around the back of the red light district. I'll have someone meet you there.
The back of the red light district. Let's go, lads.
Home sweet home.
Was very easy.
I start to see why you like having Reslayer around. Zoom off.
Good to have friends.
Okay. So, I'm going to leave you there for a moment. As we're going to pop back to Artrin.
Hello.
Hello. I'm gonna get you a nice little photo to stare at. Artrin,
Yep.
you went quite far outside the city.
Mm-hmm.
You left that thing behind.
Sure did.
I'm literally just watching Miguel freak out at the camera. Yeah, so you just kept on going. Had your moment, and now I believe you said you were walking back to the city.
Walking for a little bit. Yeah, I'd say maybe
For a little
15, 20 minutes. Enjoy the nature that I can for now.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that you left behind parts of your armor. I believe you're only in your chainmail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you walk through these gorgeous vineyards, you've spent only a few days in the city of Minera. But even that, leaving the hustle and bustle behind feels relieving almost. These vineyards and the small villages scattered about the countryside is peaceful. But there's a darkness out here. The glow of Minera is off in the distance, but there's a sense as you walk. A known darkness. Is there anything you do before you head back to the city?
No, I think I'm only thinking ahead.
Okay.
Need to get focused
Moving
on
forward.
what's to come tomorrow.
Okay. Very good. Using your spectral steed, sorry, you head back. I will need a stealth check if you're trying to be stealthy, or I will need some if you're just blasing your way through. Let me know.
I'll try and stealth.
Okay. Disadvantage because you're on a glowing spectral steed.
Yeah. I had disadvantage anyway.
Yeah, well, double disadvantage.
It's a 6.
6. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you get closer and closer to Minera, and what I'll say is that it is quite plain to see it is not safe. So I'll let you decide if you continue forward or not.
Okay, it's not safe to enter Minera at the moment.
No. The gates are closed. There are these kind of strange flying machines that are currently circling the area. There's almost like these spotlight lights that are kind of like looking up towards the sky. It is a little bit more chaotic than when you left.
Okay. Place is on lockdown. Okay, I will try and find somewhere to settle in for the night and try and make my way back in early morning.
Perfect. Okay. You do. I'd say easy enough, especially if you just stay a little bit outside of like the walls. There's little like they're not villages, but they're like clusters of houses and buildings, warehouses, things like that you can find out near the vineyards, and you can kind of hunker down in one of those.
Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect. So the rest of you, night continues on. You do find Lyraxis's gentleman waiting for you. You can park your Firefly in the warehouse and head back to wherever you would like to stay this evening. Artrin is still nowhere to be found.
We maybe sent him a message? See that everything's okay, at least.
Yeah, I'll cast another sending.
Okay.
Action. Did you escape okay? Are you coming back?
Hey, Caché. Yeah, no, I'm fine. City's on lockdown and can't get in, so I'll do my best to make my way there in the morning.
I pass that on to the lads. Should we go and get him?
We could potentially go and get him, but that would also mean exposing ourselves and possibly him again. Would it be easier to wait till things calm down a bit, maybe?
I mean, honestly, I trust him to be able to take care of himself. I trust him to also tell us if he was actually in trouble.
Fair.
He's pretty straightforward that way.
He made it all the way out of the city? Well,
You did see the size of that dragon.
True. So though, I think for the moment, best for us all if we just maybe lie low, take a night, reconvene in the morning.
Yes, I'll meet Tardan then.
Is that tonight? We're so busy.
When did we say that? Was that immediately, or what way was that working?
He didn't specify. He just told you where to meet. So
I'm going to make him wait.
okay. Oh,
He's going to be wrinkled when I come.
You do that.
you are just a consultant after all.
I am just a consultant. Yes.
You
Not
are.
working. I'm not working for him at all.
You're not working for Avasha Isles, not at all.
No.
Consultancy fee. Yep.
Exactly.
Send the bill. Perfect. Okay, so long rest, everybody.
Woo!
Woo!
Get your
Point of
bits.
exhaustion.
Get rid of that point of exhaustion. Happy days. Artrin,
Yes.
you wake in kind of huddled, in like, I don't want to say a pile of straw, but you kind of did find like a nice barn to hunker down in, and there's some horses and some, other creatures inside that have kept you company, basically. There's other souls, basically, in this space that you're in. But you wake up to a bit of a strange sight as you're a bit startled as you think that there's someone actually standing in front of you. Hulking kind of figure. And as you kind of clear your eyes and blink a little bit, you realize that it's actually a suit of armor.
Okay.
Positioned specifically to kind of freak you out as if it was a person.
Of course. Okay.
And let me just grab. Yeah. And as you kind of like, I'm assuming you're getting up, you do see like a little tag hanging off to the side.
Okay. I will read it.
You look like you needed an upgrade. Kisses. A.
Okay.
Lovely set of armor. There is a pulse of energy off of it as you get close as well.
Okay. I will don it.
Just like that.
Well, at this point, I don't think it matters too much.
Okay. You are now the proud owner of the plate of malefic temptation. This is a heavy suit of armor designed with a gothic feel. Dark matte black metals interwoven with intricate brass and gold filigrees. Glimmer of faint light dimming from some of the vents that seem to be in the back. It is basically a chainmail kind of suit, like heavy plate underneath, a very large trench coat that goes almost all the way down to the ground. There is crisscross of belts and leathers, and there are hidden vents in the back of the armor itself. So I will put that on your character sheet, and you can let me know if you attune to it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I just spelt it wrong, that's why. Is that... Oh, I do apologize. There's slight... Hang on, there's a slight change to it. Let me delete that really quick. Bear with me, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me just do... I don't know why my D&D Beyond is being weird.
There's good coffee here.
In the warehouse?
I really wish I could drink in public.
You really have to invest in kind of like tube system that just filters it into a tank. Even just something that you could, say that
How
you're
have
doing
I
it
not
in
thought
with
of
others.
this? Furious scribbling.
Why don't you just use human design and give yourself an esophagus?
Give oh, Caché, you're funny.
Oh,
You could actually have an actual purpose for it and have it like go into some sort of, I don't know, cooling system. Maybe something that like separates the.
But where would the
Very-
neural cortex go? Obviously, that's the best point to go up to the mainframe.
It depends if you wanted like filter feed it or if you wanted like shunt it into different directions perhaps.
Yeah, maybe if you have like unobtainium filters.
Well, you do have enhanced mithril gears.
I do have those, but those are in the gauntlets.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes.
Caché is really looking at her coffee now.
Sorry, Artrin. Now it should be with you.
Tech bros. Hey, do you want to talk about my startup?
Yeah, buy the new Caché coin.
Oh, that's gonna fail big time.
Oh, but at least you might make a bit of gold off it first.
Just like Caché, very volatile.
Well, yeah.
All right, that should be working for you now. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. For those of you who would like, no, you don't see him yet, so you guys don't get to see it.
Oh.
So, I apologize, Artrin. I'm gonna leave you to read about that. I'm gonna get the others. Again, I do apologize for expedience sake, though. You wake, you have your coffee. Artrin, how are you all meeting back together? I'll let you guys decide. You're heading towards the Copper Mirage, is where Tarlin asked you to meet.
Mm-hmm. Probably should have told him that last night.
Retroactively sent a message saying we're going to be at the Copper Mirage.
Yeah, retroactively, I was so smart and I did that.
I'll do some time shit.
Yeah.
1 second there.
Just reworks the fabric of everything.
Yeah. Of course, I'll just rewind an entire night just so that you can remember.
Listen, he rewrote the fabric of time so he didn't have to fall over. Like it's like
I'm very delicate. I could have died.
so Loki's in another multiverse somewhere going, oh my god, what is he doing?
Stop. Oh, okay. How are you guys getting to the Copper Mirage?
Should we be disguised? Well, I feel like my accent's
Most
fine.
definitely.
What about second breakfast? Should we be disguised?
Is that the line that you say in your head?
That's the line. That's how I get back into it.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Does he not know about second breakfast? Okay.
Good shout out to Lord of the Rings there.
Yep.
Okay.
We could take back alleys and it would take us...
I'm not very stealthy though.
Hour.
Do I have anything? Hold on, I actually need to pick spells.
Could cast Seeming, but that's quite a high level spell, I'll be honest, just for the sake of this. We could just go as the old K-pop band again.
I have disguise self, so I could disguise myself.
I could also potentially. I'm still preparing.
Sorry, remind me time-wise. Is today the day of the heist, or is that tomorrow? Are we meeting Tarlin today?
You're meeting Tarlin today, and then technically, the heist is going to be happening tomorrow, but at 2 a.m.
So it's technically today.
So, okay, so we won't get
Yeah.
a chance to re-prepare spells. Okay.
You could potentially
I see
not,
that.
or you could try to sleep during the afternoon if you wanted to try. But yeah, you're gonna have to be very conscious with your time now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take
Let's
some time
say
to figure out
it's
this.
9 a.m. 9, 12. Math. You have. Let's do a countdown. You have 18 hours.
Okay. And then, so for, let's say, a me or Al, it's 14 hours we'd need to get back to place to somewhere to sleep to get a full rest. And for everyone else, it's...
You need 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't get a chance to get rest. But that's fine. I'll just assume I'm not getting one and pick the spells accordingly.
GM, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Would those things that, what are they called? The sail thing?
Soul riders are what they're
Soul
called.
riders.
The constabulary. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Would those devices that they were riding, would they be considered clockwork?
They would have been. Yeah, they would have been
Yeah.
clockwork. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
Artrin,
Okay.
how are you getting into the city, by the way?
If it's the morning time, I'll probably just try and walk in through the front gate, the main gate.
Okay. The gates are open. People, like farmers and traders are coming in, but there is a little bit of a line because they're being stopped, and you can see that people are being asked for papers, produce your papers, to get into the city. So the woman in front of you moves forward. Okay, yeah, fine, go on in, and the brass button, the constabulary, is there, and this kind of larger half-elven man is kind of looks up at you, looks a little bit groggy at this time in the morning. Papers.
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any. I'm just here to do a bit of trade. Spend some money in the local economy.
Kind of looks you up and down with no cart or any other thing. Then produce your paperwork for the guild that you're a part of.
I'm afraid I can't.
Soul
Not-
trade,
Yeah, not a
bank
part
account,
of the guild.
anything that just some random person is walking up to the city and you're wanting to get in.
Yes, yeah. Is that not how this works?
We got another one. Someone else kind of moves from the back and says, looks you up and down. You don't have anything, any identification, anything. Who are you?
I'm me. I'm Artrin.
A clock forge moves up behind them.
I don't.
Why don't you come with us then? If you have no paperwork, we'll get you registered. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, is that really necessary? I'm just here to do a bit of trade, exchange some
It
goods.
is. Look, we're under strict orders not to let anyone in here, and if nobody has any papers, then you're going to get registered.
Well, maybe you could. Maybe you could ask my boss. I mean, she is here in the city. I cannot remember the name of where we were staying at Irax's place in the red light
Go ahead.
district.
Roll me a history check.
History check. 19 minus 1, 18.
Oh.
Nice.
18. Okay. All right. The Velvet Pearl.
Velvet Pearl. Okay. The fine owner of the Velvet Pearl, the lady of the house.
You see the one kind of behind. Oh.
I can
I
put in
mean-
a good word for you. If to attack.
Would you really? The other one kind of elbows him. No. Look, if you have papers or anything from her to say that you're working for her, then I'll let you in.
Look, she didn't give me any. I wasn't aware I needed them. I don't know, have things changed around here since I was here last? I don't know, maybe 2 years ago? It's definitely not the process I'm used to. Nothing was said to me in any mail I received. I'm sure there's some kind of fee that I can pay or have paid to the constabulary.
Persuasion check.
Getting somewhere. 15.
There are bombs going off in this city. Like, they are not... What was it?
15.
15. Sorry, Artrin. They're gonna start to detain you.
Okay. Oh well. Look, I really tried to be nice. I'm just gonna put my hand out on his shoulder and I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds at 4th level.
Oh my god!
And then I am just gonna
Wait.
out my wings and try and
What?
fly. Just gonna go.
What?
Just gonna go for it.
Okay.
What?
Oh no!
So
We went from 0 to murder very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
okay, so
That's-
Sorry,
You're
I
gonna
don't
have
have
to
4th
come with
level. I have
me.
3rd
You're
level.
gonna have to die.
Yeah.
okay, so you have 3rd level inflict wounds.
Yep. It's
Oh, fuck.
it's a 27 to hit
Okay.
and 22 points of damage.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, you put your hand out and touch this the individual kind of the bulky half elf man that was first speaking to you, and you just watch his eyes glaze over, and he goes limp, kind of like sags forward and then just falls to the ground. Immediately, the clock forge revs up, redirecting power to their fists. The other constabulary starts pulling an electrified baton. You are now fully surrounded very quickly because this was a very large gate full of constabulary. They're all looking at you. What are you doing?
I am going to steam engine overdrive.
Okay.
Let's
We're gonna
test
steam
this
engine
out.
overdrive.
Yeah.
Well, that's fierce trust in the thing you just got.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll try and push them 15 feet away.
this is hilarious. Okay.
Artrin's in the Avasha.
Love this. This is great. Okay, so you overdrive the vents. Yep. And shove the enemy 10 feet. I think they have to make a... No, you just shove them. Yeah.
It doesn't say. I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's.
It doesn't actually say.
They make
I'd
a saver.
say it's a... Well, no, because... Yeah, we'll give him a chance. But I'd say it's a disadvantage with the steam engine. So there's going to be an athletics check for them. They rolled a natural 1. Oh, I'm rolling real bad. Okay, so you just plow over one of the other constabulary. The construct that was revving towards you slams their fist into the ground where you were, because you've now propelled yourself forward, and you now, like, you've basically shoved your way through an opening. You see the city streets. People are looking at you. People are screaming. They're jumping out of the way because there's obviously a commotion going on here at the gates.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I will summon my wings, my gem wings, gem flight.
All right.
And I'm just gonna start as quickly as I can, blasting my way through the city to try and find somewhere.
Does
to
a 14 hit you?
A 14 does not hit me.
Okay. Second one. Oh, and 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Okay. You're gonna just take first bullet past your head. Second bullet slides in there and in between one of the plates, and you're gonna take 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You can kind of hear the sound and kind of glance as you've taken flight, and your wings are out. You glance off to the right-hand side. You actually see 2 peacekeepers, massive clock forge individuals, like double the size of Gizmo. Start kind of they're through the streets, like moving towards the gate. One of them is currently firing up a rapid-fire cannon towards you. While you're still in range. Oh, actually, no, it's a range. Sorry, it's I need a dexterity saving throw from you, please.
Dex save. Okay. Not enough. I'd say 13.
13. All right.
Artrin.
Catches the tail
I'm
end
fine.
of you then.
I have ideas.
You're gonna take...
We're just so far away.
Are any of those ideas becoming bulletproof?
Yeah.
Not yet.
There's 2 of
15
them.
points of piercing damage as the volley of gunfire.
Did you say 5-0?
What? 15.
50. Okay.
Oh,
So
Did you
like that.
imagine 50?
that's what I thought you said. I was very scared.
Like
No.
disintegrate.
Just barred 50 cows at the end of their fingers.
Yeah.
My peacekeepers are scary, but not that scary. Jesus. No, they're just spraying up into the sky, basically trying to get him. He's already, like, you've got, what, 60 feet of movement, I think, with your flight?
Yeah.
Okay. So where you kind of came back in, you're in the steam ward. The red light district is floating above you currently. So, yeah, where are you going?
I'm not going to the red light district anyway.
Okay.
Staying away from the guys. I will try and make my way to that warehouse with the illusionary top.
Okay. Where you stole the firefly.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
in the gem ward.
It's still actually in the steam ward.
Oh,
It's just
okay,
the lower
even better.
ward. So yeah, you're not too far. You actually have to head basically toward the river. So I'd say, being that you're in flight, you can actually see it a little bit easier. You do start to make your way towards the river. As you do, kind of over the steam ward is very interesting because it's built like on top of itself,
Mhm.
and there's high kind of bridges
Yeah.
connecting different parts of the townhouses. So it's very interconnected. You can actually kind of slip in between some of those sky bridges and, kind of,
Yeah.
mask yourself a little bit. But as you go ahead. Sorry.
I would also, just like to cast darkness behind me to try and make a little bit of a block between me and the peacekeepers, so they can't
Okay.
exactly see me as I kind of try and get away.
Yeah. So cast darkness behind you. That's concentration. Are your wings concentration?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't believe so, because they are a feature, not a spell.
Okay.
Where is it?
This took a turn I was not expecting.
No, it is not concentration, so it's
Not concentration. Cool.
just once per long.
Lovely. So yeah, you're flying along, and as you do, you actually start to see that's not the song. That's not the music that I want. As you do, and you're kind of ducking in and out. You cast the darkness behind you. You see a figure standing on one of the roofs. Familiar shape.
How familiar? Like familiar last night, or
Familiar last night. Their arms crossed.
just shrug my shoulders at them?
And keep flying.
Do they seem like they're trying to get me to go to them, or?
They're just standing. Their head is tilted up towards you.
Yeah, I'll get back to them later. I gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Keep on flying.
Yeah.
Lovely. With the darkness, I'd say you managed to get back towards the area with the invisible roof, or the illusionary roof. And that's the kind of area. What I'll say now, for the three of you up in the red light district, there's a lot of commotion happening suddenly down below.
Do we hear the gunshots and the
I'd say
sirens
you're
or whatever?
a little too far away to hear the gunshots, but there does appear to be just like a little bit of ruckus happening down below the red light district at the moment.
Things are feisty this morning.
I really hope that's not anything to do with us.
Well, it
Surely
sounds like
they can't all be us. There has to be other things in the city.
No, that
could be the Avasha. We're only consulting them.
Yeah.
As you've mentioned about 722 times.
I just wanted to be very clear.
That's when you
Crystal.
hear gunfire.
Oh,
Oh.
All right.
they find whoever it is they're looking for, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they're after them, we don't want them to be after them, because the enemy of my enemy? Let's go.
I still
wait,
think they're
before
your
you
enemy.
start the
Okay, I'll
fire?
follow you anyway.
Yeah, Caché just picks up her guns and just putting them into the holster and is like, a bit of action.
Okay. Okay. Let me just get you. Let me get you back on the city map, and we're gonna try to get it not be dark. I want it to be day. Where's the day button? Oh, my day button's on.
Daytime.
Daytime.
It could never be day for me again.
Daytime. There we go.
Hey.
Perfect. So, how are you guys getting to the lower part of the city?
Well.
Are you taking
I
the
mean-
fire?
No, we're not going to take the Firefly. I mean, like, we could just jump off the side. Caché feels like drop trooping.
Well, then, like, where are we going to?
Drop directly on the trouble is what Caché was planning on doing.
We're not directly above the trouble, are we?
We're in Steamward. That's where the red light district is currently over. We're right over the commotion. We can drop on it.
Okay.
Anarchy!
Caché jumps.
Oh dear.
So, funny thing, just so you're aware, the red light district's actually right above Carnival Row.
It's right above Carnival Row. Interesting. So that's where the commotion's coming from.
Not necessarily right below the red light district, no. It's coming from more like closer to the East Yard, where you were before, where you stole the Firefly.
Ah, okay. Well, in that case, can I drop off that side?
Caché's just in free fall, just trying to float away.
Floats away.
Yeah, no, I'm going to use my flight to just go, oh wait, it's not there, and just keep pushing forward.
Watch the tree. Fran's just like, what are you doing here? Out.
Just
I'll
Yeah, no.
say for expedience sakes that we're trying to do, I feel so bad now looking at the time. You do happen to see Artrin flying towards, or what you believe to be Artrin, but a gem dragonborn with wings, flying towards the East Yard with a heap of constabulary chasing after him. The last few hits, though, did not hit Artrin, just so you know, because of the darkness. But you've long left that now behind, so
Yeah.
they are still chasing you.
oh, we've got to go get him out of that.
Oh.
I assume you guys are still at the edge of the red light district, are you? Just watching me jump.
Well, I think, yeah, like, we looked down, we were like, it's not directly down. Oh, she's already jumped.
Well,
What do we do?
I have absolutely no idea. I mean, I do have flight prepared. We could fly, but I can only fly for what, 10 minutes?
How far down is it? 400 feet?
No.
That's only about 10, 20 seconds.
But we're not going to the ground. It looks like she's gone chasing after people.
It's only a couple of blocks.
I'm just not sure what the plan is here.
Oh, fuck it. I cast flight on myself.
I think you're gonna cast fireball or something. I was like, why not? Bomb the city.
Fireball, dude. I don't care.
Delayed fireball. Jesus.
So I'll cast flight on... Can I say that we left Humphrey at home?
Oh, yeah. Humphrey is happy to stay near the Firefly.
Yeah, very good.
Or will,
Yeah.
if you want to leave, if you went back to the Velvet Pearl, he will just stay there. Yeah.
Wherever Humphrey wants to go. I'll cast fly on myself.
Okay.
I'm also
just-
gonna try something. I
Okay.
don't know if this is gonna be a distraction or not, but look, we're just doing things live. I'm gonna cast, aiming over the South Cogs, Skywrite, and I'm gonna create the Avasha logo above it.
Nice.
That's not consulting! That is not consulting!
You've joined! Yay!
No! No!
I've no care. I just think it's a good distraction. I have no affiliation.
Very good distraction. Artrin
I've been
has
working on a weather balloon.
yeah, like floats up and
The spell will cast in approximately 33 minutes.
Well, we're only going to be flying for 10.
No, it's actually the cast.
amazing. So you write Skywrite, put the Avasha symbol up. Very good.
It says it's 10 words, but I'm gonna just do the letters to be like a logo, if that's okay.
Yeah. Perfect. You do.
And then I'll
you do-
follow after Al. Then after that,
And you'll follow after Al. Okay. Are you jumping off?
I
you
would.
guys fly on both of us, right?
Yes, I did indeed.
Okay.
Oh, you cast on both of you. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you with fly, can make it down to the surface if you wish. They're. So this is what's kind of funny, everyone. With Artrin heading towards the east yard, trying to head towards that place with the illusionary roof. Artrin, it's okay because you don't know the city at all. You don't realize that is actually right across from the head of the constabulary. Fort Genesee is literally right across from the yard, so there is a tremendous amount of constabulary been called to the forces. The city is rallying. A portion do jump off though, or not jump off, but move off towards the South Cogs because of the Avasha symbol. So a good portion, a few peacekeepers, say about 4, head off to the South Cogs to rough up a few poor folk. Well done, Gizmo. There is still a considerable amount of people chasing after you though, Artrin, because a few soul riders are now in the air as well. So they're able to keep up with you a little bit better. How long do your wings last?
Well, this is the thing. I would say at some point I have to cast Find Steed.
Okay.
So I will make that switch.
Okay. You make the switch, and now you are on a spectral dragon. Correct?
Yes, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Still, yeah. Haven't made it any easier to hide.
Sure not. What I could do to really fuck some people over.
Yes. Destroy the city.
No, just the constabulary. That's all.
How far away am I?
I'd say Artrin has this kind of round to do something before you catch up to him.
Okay.
Are we then maybe like 2 rounds behind Caché?
I'd say you're about 2 rounds behind Caché,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Can I actually cast the spell I sent you, Amber, on one of the constabulary?
You can indeed, yeah.
Whoever seems to have the most amount of firepower, I'll focus on them.
Perfect. So the constabulary, they have mage rights. They have kind of generic constable members, and then they have like more not military. What would be the name of them? Actually, they're like we haven't done much with the constabulary, so captains. So you do kind of see a captain or so, who seems to be in a lot heavier armor, and they seem to be kind of giving orders at the moment. 2 peacekeepers are moving ahead as well to kind of take up the front line as they're moving towards you.
Cool. Is he within 120 feet of me?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast Enemies Abound on him, so he needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
It's 14.
I believe that's a fail. I'll just double check.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fail.
It's a fail, okay.
So he can no longer distinguish friend from foe.
Perfect. Okay. Do you have any control over, or does he act on DM's discretion?
Whenever the affected creature chooses another creature as a target, it must choose a target at random from among the creatures it can see within range of the attack, spell, or other ability it's using. So I think they'd still use whatever they would normally use. They just cannot distinguish me from the enemy.
And you are among crowds of citizens.
Well, I'm in the sky.
You are flying, actually. No, you're
flying,
right.
So...
You are flying. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, like, you're the target at the moment. So he just can't distinguish if you're enemy or not.
Well, it's more that he cannot see who is the enemy, so he would think everyone is the enemy, essentially. He has to choose a creature at random and attack them instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
So maybe civilians, yeah.
So that's okay. I'm going to roll a d6. 6 is going to be you, and 5 through 1 is going to be one of the Soul Riders, because there's currently 5 around you.
Okay.
That's a 4. Okay, so the captain is going to sick the peacekeepers on his own men. And he's also going to hit the Soul Rider, apparently out of the sky. Fucking, oh my god.
See, it's all working out, guys. It's okay.
Yeah. Blast.
You're holding them off.
Blast through one of the kind of like spinning fans of the Soul Surfer and just blows it completely out. Smoke goes trailing, and this person's starting to spiral completely out of control. They jump off, parachute goes out, thing explodes against one of the buildings. This is hard because he's a captain, but the others can all fire at you like normal. So
Yes,
Artrin,
yeah.
you're gonna get a volley of attacks at you right now. That's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
A 19 to hit.
Yep.
14 to hit.
That's a miss.
Miss. And a 23.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 6 points of damage on the first one. Piercing damage as a bullet shot at you. That's 5 points of piercing damage. And the last one is an 8. 12 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw again, as you get a volley of shots from peacekeepers.
That's a 7.
Okay. Oh Lord. Okay. That's 21 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make another dexterity save.
7 again. Fuck.
Oof.
Same roll.
that's 2 10s. 7 points of piercing damage. Caché!
I would literally like to see if I'm going to get myself right above the dragon.
Okay.
The drow form drops as the shadows drip, and Caché screams as a tear opens in reality. In 100 feet cube. As the wall, as in like the walls of the city start inceptionizing, and the walls of the what do we call the fort?
A Genesee Fort?
Genesee Fort. They curl around all the gunmen, creating a fake barrier between me and Artrin and their sightline. And then I land on the dragon. In full voidling form.
Full voidling form. Archon, you see Caché land on the dragon. Gizmo, Al, you watch as chaos ensues. Constabulary are running through this hellish, nightmarish landscape. Buildings are pulled on top of each other. Everything is all just horrifying, to be honest. People are screaming. There's actually explosions kind of sounds, as well as like some weapons are dropped, guns go off, people are firing at each other because they don't know what's going on. Yeah.
But Caché has this.
I mean, it kind of seems that way.
Look, I mean, see, I could just cast Dimension Door and get a couple of us out of here.
Oh, you're definitely not at all in the line of fire anymore. It is utter terror and chaos ensuing. The only things that are currently moving swiftly through, unfazed by the darkness and the terror, are 6 peacekeepers.
And where are they?
Slowly surrounding, going towards Artrin. Like, they're following Artrin. They're a bit slower, though, so they're
just so I understand, are we like fucking domain expansion from Jujutsu Kaisen? Like, is this... Are we like in a pocket sphere at the moment, away from everything else?
I've basically just messed with 100-foot cube around me.
Yeah, so Caché's just put a 100.
What does that mean exactly?
Think of hallucinatory terrain.
Yeah, I'm doing Inception. Do you know in the Inception of the movie where the buildings are all yeeting around the place and folding on top of each other? That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, what I'm I suppose curious is, in that 100 feet, are there now like hundreds of civilians going, "What the fuck is happening?" or are they separate?
Yes. No,
they're in
all
it.
part of it.
No, they're all in it.
Yeah.
And
Right.
and as you're getting closer, you begin to hear just the sounds of the dream realm. So voices and cackles and laughs and terrifying visions of faces and smiles as you get closer. So everyone is currently in that right now. Yeah, in a 100-foot cube.
I'm kind of, honestly, I think Gizmo is just a little bit stunned at what he's seeing. Genuinely sort of questioning what he's seeing.
How big a radius are the peacekeepers in? Like, would they fit in? Would all the peacekeepers fit in a like 25-foot radius? So like 50 feet across.
Why does the music keep being? No, I don't think they're in a 20-foot. No, there wouldn't be 25 feet. They'd be further away from each other. They're like in groups of 2. And you also, the steam ward is narrow passages. So like you're I'd say for just the expanses of where we are, there's a little bit of like a, not a market square, but like an opening square where some of the buildings have kind of opened up, and you can see like there's 2 peacekeepers in the center, and I'd say you can see others kind of moving towards this area. They're kind of coming together, trying to move towards Artrin.
Are the 2 peacekeepers in the center the closest to Artrin?
Yeah, I'd say those
okay.
2, yeah.
I would like to cast what are they like? Oh yeah, I'm gonna cast 4th level. Oh no, sorry, 3rd level Haywire on them.
Haywire. Ooh. Yeah. Remind me, Haywire. God, I've seen that. That was such a long time ago we made that spell.
It would probably have to be 4th level to reach both of them actually. So I'll cast the 4th level. So the spell plays havoc with clockwork devices, making the use of such devices all but impossible. Each electronic device in a 10-foot, or was actually 15-foot,
15-foot
radius sphere, centered on a point you choose within range, is subject to a random behavior while it remains within the area. A device not held by a creature is automatically affected. If a clockwork is held by a creature, that creature must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or have the device affected by the spell. At the start of each of my turns, roll a d6 for each affected device to determine what its behavior is.
Okay, perfect. So you basically cast it on a point where it's going to affect those 2.
Yes, and there is no save. And
there's no save, yep.
Except where otherwise indicated, the behavior lasts until the start of my next turn while the spell is in effect. And it lasts up to a minute. So
up to a minute. Perfect.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, so let's roll. Go ahead, roll a d6 for me. Roll 2 d6s. Let's see what happens.
Okay. 2. Where's that one? Okay, so that's a 5.
5.
1. And yeah. Oh, that's 2 5s.
Okay. So the device experiences a power surge, causing an electrical shock to the wielder.
Oh, nice.
Taking 66 lightning damage.
Okay.
So both of
them...
them...
Well, I hope they're not within 5 feet.
They're both within 5 feet of each other.
Oh, perfect. Ah, yeah, that's ideal. Yeah. Could I cast the 3rd level instead, so? If they were within 5 feet of each other.
They're within 5 feet of each other, so you cast at 3rd level instead?
Yeah, because it just all that affects is the size of the sphere that it casts it on. So
got it. Okay. Lovely. So go ahead and roll 12d6 for me.
Oh, brilliant. Well,
oh, they have to make a Sorry, they have to make a dexterity save against you.
I take half or whatever. Okay, yeah.
It's a 14.
Will do.
And a 4. I don't think either of those pass.
Oh, got here. 4 this time. Oh, okay. So that's 16. Another 12.
So hang on. Math.
16 and 12.
16, 12.
I've got another one thing right there. So it's 12d6. Yeah.
Yeah, 12d6.
Okay, and that's another 15.
Okay, so 43.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
So Al.
Yes.
Hang on 1 second. Okay.
I would have had to land for this as well. Sorry.
Okay, so you would have kind of landed.
Yeah.
Gizmo, would you have landed nearby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, probably like just outside the tear. I'm assuming.
Yeah. There's
Cool,
90
cool.
feet of range on this thing, so. Yeah.
90 feet of range. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you still see the peacekeeper, Al? The peacekeepers.
Can I see them?
Yeah. Would you still be able to see them where
Oh,
you?
yeah, I'd have to be able to
You
see
would
them.
have to
Yeah.
see them.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
So
Like,
as you
behind a wall or something.
so as you cast this and you see it kind of spark between the two peacekeepers, and both of them radiate this electric pulse, kind of hitting each other. In the sense, you notice that both of them seem to, just like the peacekeeper that you fought in the West Repair Yard, absorb the lightning damage, healing themselves for temporary hit points, but instead they're going to redirect it. Does a 24 hit you, Artrin?
Can
It
I?
sure does.
No.
So, for the sake of this, because fuck it, why not? Instead of healing themselves, Artrin, you take 43 points of lightning damage.
43, okay.
Peacekeepers are immune to lightning.
Okay.
Well,
It was a really cool idea. Like, it's like only that I saw lightning damage and went, oh!
I was hoping they would just shut them down.
Specifically, it heals them.
Yeah.
It heals
Yeah.
peacekeepers. Yeah.
I think we were both like, yeah, that'll work. Ah, fuck.
Even Gizmo's like, I remember that.
Oh,
Hey,
exact thing happened to me.
But they basically took it to their cores, redirected it, and shot it out just for flavor, because you guys are fucking up my city.
it's only an illusion.
Okay.
So at the moment, the peacekeepers, like Archon, now we should say you got hit hard.
Yep.
Where are you going? You
You
see that figure one more time on one of the roofs, kind of looking at you again.
kind of look at Caché to see, can Caché see them?
Caché's looking around the other way. I don't think she's even looking.
Okay. Can I jump into secrets and ask you a question real quick?
You can indeed.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
This is amazing. This is fucking amazing.
Obviously, Avarice doesn't really have a face of sorts. Can I tell from body language? Okay.
This is the problem with nightmares.
Yeah.
They do not they don't play fair. So
Yeah.
you've no idea.
Okay.
He seems to just be observing you. And like just enjoying, like there's no way for you to really know what's happening. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. We can jump back.
Just haste on the steed. Just get the fuck out.
Yeah. That's...
That's my distance, so I'm a bit far away.
So, Amber, the first
look,
thing
so-
I'd like to do is use my lay on hands
On yourself.
on myself. Yeah, I will pump
Yes. Of
all of
course you
that
can.
into me because I'm on 3 HP.
This is
Oh,
weird.
no.
Amber didn't come back. I could only just see the four of us. It's like Amber's not here. I could hear her, but like, oh, there she is. Okay,
Which is...
that was so weird. It was just the four of us. And it was Amber's voice from the distance. I was like, what?
I'll start moving my way then over.
You do cast lay on hands on yourself.
Oh, okay.
And Caché, where are you again? Sorry,
I am literally sitting on the back of the dragon.
Cool. Okay.
I am holding onto Artrin.
Being a boss.
You place your hand kind of on your chest and you cast lay on hands. It is not what you remember. Darkness flows through you in a cold, empty feeling, but in a way, instead of that heat, that divine energy that you had before, it's like quiet bliss.
Okay.
But it's cold. It's very, very cold.
Okay.
So.
That's a feeling I have to get used to.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Who knows? I'll start flying towards towards them.
The individual? Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. You land on the roof. You see person has their back to you. Caché, you see as well. Seems like a figure with a tricorn hat and a long trench coat.
Recognizable figure?
I mean, a lot of people dress like this. The tricorn hat's a little bit strange. You don't really see many of that, but I mean, like a lot of people dress as, you know, with long kind of coats like this.
Why are we here, Artrin? We should be moving.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why are you just watching?
No response.
Who is that?
Long story. Tell you later. Can you get us out of here like you did during the bar fight?
You saying that's Caché?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get out of here.
Alright, I look to where I see the two boys and I'll dimension door towards them.
Door to them. Perfect.
Did I roll for haywire again?
Roll for haywire again. Yep.
Okay. Anything but a 5. Okay, that's a 6 and a 2.
6 and a 2.
So one of them doesn't
Brilliant.
work.
One doesn't work. Yeah, one doesn't function, and one is usable as normal. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So dimension door. As you go, Artrin, you kind of glance back at that individual, and you realize that it's actually just trench coat. It kind of flutters a little bit, and it's like it's on a stand. Again, just playing with imagery, almost playing with your eyes. You're not quite seeing things clearly, but it is actually no one there. It's just a trench coat blowing in the wind.
To be expected. Okay, he's fucking with me, of course. Okay. I'll look at Caché and I'll just say, I'll explain. Just let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, this way. Alleyways. And I'm going to get us out of Dodge in the most secretive, slowest, sneakiest way possible.
Yeah. I'd say with the dimension door, it's fine. You pass through that cold, cold darkness. Something that feels oddly familiar now, Artrin, as you appear next to the rest.
Well, you had an interesting night.
Sure did. We should probably keep going somewhere.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Where are we meeting this Tarlan?
And the bats.
Well, to the bats. Secretly.
Well, there's no way we're going back up to the red light district, so...
I suppose I can cast sealing on ourselves and we're going back to being the K-pop band.
I'd say that'd be wise.
Here we go. Cast sealing as soon as we're out of sight.
Also, did you see how big of an area I got this time?
Yes, you really traumatized a lot of civilians.
That was pretty
this way,
crazy.
this way! And you actually hear constabulary moving past you, but you're all kind of hidden in the alleyways.
Yeah, Caché puts her hand up as soon as she hears them.
Yeah. Also,
Very like...
That spell on that guy.
Huh?
Yep.
He can stop shooting his friends now.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Don't worry,
civilians.
he's like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Random people. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. He's like in tears shooting his own people. And then will then also then wake up in a absolute nightmare of a tear in reality.
Well, to be fair, I will drop it as soon as I'm out of dodge.
Oh, good. Wonderful.
very kind of you.
Very kind of you. I'm just.
I didn't mean to have to do this. Just circumstances made me have to do this.
Yeah, it's my bad.
There was lots of peacekeepers.
There were. They're not wrong.
Peacekeepers are scary, but I think what you created for those people is a lot scarier than what we were.
Fear isn't necessarily bad. They're living in fear with the constabulary anyway.
I know. Not everyone has to live through a war, though.
I don't think they'll have a choice. Not in this city.
You're right. I don't think they will have a choice, but we do have a choice about how we wield our abilities. That was very impressive back there, but I don't want to be what we're fighting against. Just be careful what not to drag others into this unnecessarily.
Yeah, no, you're right, Gizmo. This is all my fault.
What happened?
What happened?
Just tried to get back in the city. They were going to detain me, and well, I had to get out of there. So.
Well,
They chased after you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did kind of kill one of the guards to get away,
Oh.
but I didn't really have much of a choice.
well, you could have. Have you a way of contacting us?
Not from far away.
Not from far away. I see. Well, I suppose next time, maybe just have faith that we'll contact you.
Yeah, no, I know. Just anxious about getting back in. You said you were meeting Tarlin.
I think some choices were made today.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was going to go that way, and then I don't know.
You know,
Just
these things sometimes blow up when we don't
These
need them
people-
to.
These people are very, very paranoid.
yeah,
I've learned.
way more advanced than the Underdark, because like you
Yes.
know, you kill a guard in the Underdark and you've got like, I don't know, maybe 10 guys chasing you, but they're just guys, mainly dwarves. They're not really that fast even.
You tried to break into a very technologically and militarily advanced city
Yeah,
that has just come out of a recent conflict that is quite isolationist in nature.
yeah. Again, I've only really been here a few days. There's a lot to learn about this place.
Absolutely understood.
I'd maybe suggest though, you know, the next time you've got like an issue to deal with, you can talk to us. Maybe
Gizmo,
not running off outside the city.
There's not going to be a next time. It's fine.
You do
So
seem
what-
kind of different.
Yeah, that's new armor.
Yeah, it's a gift.
That was it.
From who?
Friend,
You made a friend?
tentative friend.
At least
And he
we
gave
made
you something this fine on first meeting?
Hey, I mean, I'm not the only one who's getting nice gifts around here, fellas. Okay.
This is very true.
Yeah, we all have
It's
tentative
that kind
friends.
of friend.
I'm not going to ask about what sexual favors that you had to provide in return.
Oh, I was
Um,
absolutely going to ask about what's actual.
I've heard enough from Al.
Look, I am not going to hide anything from any of you. I just want you to understand my options are limited. Were limited. I made a deal with Avarice.
You what?
Huh?
Hear me out.
Artrin,
You're not the only one.
you look at me.
Yeah.
This is what will happen to you. Look at me.
So be it.
Look at me.
I am looking at you. Well, I'm looking at the absence of you, technically. But
There you go.
yeah. What? I didn't have much of a fucking choice here, Caché, okay?
What?
So he just walked up and was like, "Oh, work for me."
Not quite.
You've been talking the last few days about this rotting your arm that none of us could see. Does it have something to do with that?
Yeah. That which rots, the god that I...
Yeah.
Well, god, I don't know. Thing I had pledged myself to was killing me because it reached out to me and told me I broke my oath to it by straying from nature, by being here. It was killing me slowly. Not only that, I mean, you saw what it brought. The only real way to correct that is by pledging a new oath. Completely abandoning the old. Or by going back to your oath, but that would mean me going back to the Underdark. That's not really an option either. So, yeah.
Surely Avarice can't be the top of beings you could pledge yourself to, so.
Who else is there?
Even the Hound is better.
I mean...
I don't think that's right. And Caché, you hurt me. Speaking so ill.
I'll hurt you again.
He walks around you. Avarice does.
I look at him and let the smile come out.
Oh.
Stop doing that!
Embracing your nature, I see, Caché. It's nice to see.
You trying to force a nature on Artrin?
I don't know what you mean. Artrin and I have an agreement. An understanding.
That's what I'm worried about.
Don't we, Artrin?
Unfortunately, a tentative one, yes.
Tentative or not, that armor looks stunning on you.
It is nice, yeah, I have to say. It's good features.
Something tells me that you wouldn't make a deal that you weren't going to get more out of than you're going to give.
You talking to me or him?
But to you.
Well,
You literally named Avarice.
yes. Poor Artrin was at the end of his rope. So sad, so desperate. I'm merely giving him a helping hand. You
You're
should
so
know everything
generous.
about helping hands, Al.
I do. But at least my helping hands aren't metaphysical. They're quite warm. And soft.
Yes, I'm sure he is, until he devours your soul, but I'll let you find that out.
Avarice, what do you want?
Spoilers.
To meet and see my new friends again.
Okay.
After the last one is gone, I haven't been able to spend quality time with any of you.
Well, let's not antagonize now. We're on the same side here.
I just bring things
Are
out
we?
in people. Looks to you, Caché. We are.
Wonder what the Hound would have to say about that.
Why don't you ask him?
I will.
Ta-ta for now, everyone. Artrin, I'll be in touch. Gives you a wink. Phases into the crowd.
I look at you full smile.
Me?
Yeah. You? Really? Him?
Who else was there for me?
So, several choices were made today.
Technically yesterday, but yes.
Look, yeah, yes. Wow. Oh.
Look, there's benefits to this. That'll only benefit ye. The only negatives are mine. That I'm aware of.
Well, that makes us feel even better.
To be honest, you speak plain enough. If you think this is beneficial, then I'll trust you.
Beneficial for now. If it becomes unbeneficial, I've already broken one oath. So what?
Probably
you
best
may-
not to say the next part out loud, just in
Yeah.
case. That
Yeah.
might have a nullification clause or something.
Yeah. Well,
A lot of fake contracts have
I
that.
need Avarice. Avarice needs me. That's the deal right now.
Mutual need isn't a bad one.
So what does Avarice need from you?
For now, to deliver a message.
To who?
Eleonora.
Eleonora.
The
Does that
voice
sound
of
familiar? Oh, yes.
Voice of Avasha, yeah.
Well,
We know.
we're going to the right place for that.
Where?
Speak to Tarlin.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we should probably post-haste make our way there before we make any more interesting choices today.
I agree. And I am going to kind of sneak away.
Tarlin could shriveled up like a
Really?
prune by the time we get there.
Quick as well. Avarice has agreed to sponsor us for that tournament.
What?
The 5,000 gold?
Yeah, that's all sorted.
Well, I don't know how I feel about that, but okay.
It's on me, technically.
Fair
so
enough.
You're fine.
Fun.
Where does a nightmare even get gold?
I mean, he's the embodiment of greed.
And he gives you 5,000 gold just like that?
If it makes
So-
him more.
It's all part of
Must
the
be a
deal.
hell of a bargain.
Will he get the winnings from the tournament?
We didn't discuss that.
Can we read this contract?
Yes, I'm not sure how.
I see the
Yes.
fine print.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
I get practicing my great Balthazar act again.
Technically, he didn't say he would pay the gold. He just said he would get me the gold. So I don't know exactly what that entails. Yeah.
Probably conning some banker or something like that. But let's go. I don't know if I can unpack all of this right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we're walking up, I'm just gonna
Mhm.
stop Al back just a second.
Mhm.
Sorry, just that last thing.
Right ahead.
Just
No,
as
you
they're,
do
as
that.
they're going right ahead, I'm just gonna say, is it just me or have things been a little rash lately?
Incredibly so.
Okay, not just me.
No. I think it seems to have something to do with the fact that Caché has been the somewhat de facto leader of the group and has themselves somewhat gone off the deep end.
I saw that. Yeah, that thinking. Okay,
What?
we should probably have a conversation after this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She's having fun though, by the looks of it.
Sure. That's what
Yep.
worries me. There were a
Not
lot of
drinking as
screaming.
much. You know? Very proactive.
Yeah. Baby steps. Anyway, they're getting away. We should catch up.
Yes. My god, she's really running.
Both of them just seem to slip through the shadows.
She is motoring.
Oh, she is going.
Power walking.
Step lively now.
Yeah. Okay. So, that was a lot.
Wow.
It's 10:30 a.m. in the morning. You make your way, I'm assuming, through the alleys. Caché, it's fine. Don't need to roll. You know the city. You can lead the group. Things are in chaos. You stop quite. It takes you, I'd say, a good almost hour and a half to 2 hours to make it to the upper steam ward, which is where the Copper Mirage is, because you are avoiding the constabulary as they are fanning through the city, trying to find a blue gem dragonborn who everyone saw very clearly attack the constabulary has moved to a #1 priority to find in the city.
It's so early in the morning. We've murdered someone and committed light terrorism. Like, it's what?
Yeah.
I like you specify light terrorism as if
Yeah,
it's
Yeah, light
Like-
terrorism.
No one actually got hurt, okay? People,
No,
people
no.
were afraid, but they're fine.
Well,
I don't know if that's exactly true.
Look, I'm telling
Irony
myself that so I
is
can sleep
brilliant.
tonight.
Gizmo, make me a perception check, please.
Oh, I just never wanted to fail harder in my life.
Gizmo, I just want to point out as well, you were the one that made it a terrorist attack by putting it to a group. You know, a very good... You're the one that's put the sky right of Avasha on the sky. You're the one that technically made it a terrorist act.
I don't think anyone should be pointing fingers in this. I think it's a group issue. Who cares
There were
who
choices
started it?
made.
Uh,
Choices were made, as it is.
Choices were made.
Very rash choices.
I think that's the title of this episode.
Friends we made long way.
Choices were made.
Many interesting choices were made.
Many interesting choices. What was
It was
your-
just more that as things elapsed, and as I just pictured it in my head, I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Oh yeah. It's
Mental.
yeah. What was your perception check there, Gizmo?
Natural 1 actually. So
Cool. Okay, great. Awesome. So you are
2.
blah blah. You are trying to. You're sitting in your suit. And it's like I'm gonna maybe just make this assumption that you're kind of looking at the point where you can see where on your screens you're going, but that's kind of it.
yeah, absolutely.
like,
yeah.
that's
Everybody else is
done.
turned down.
Everything else is
I turn off the side screens. Just-
Yeah, exactly. Turn off the side screens. You are moving forward. You are moving through the city stealthily with your party as much as you can. Go ahead and make me all a group stealth check to see how well you move through the city.
Ugh. Come on.
it's an 11 for me.
Okay.
25.
Well,
And I
25.
also got an 11. Can I use a chrono shift on Artrin, and can I use a luck point on myself?
Yes. Bending
So-
space and time. Yep.
What does chrono shift do again?
You get to roll again.
Oh,
Need to
okay.
roll again.
Oh, it's better. It's a 15.
Okay.
15? Okay.
Well, I rolled worse, so I'm going to stick with my 11.
You're going to stick with your 11. Okay.
And
So
I'm gonna
11,
roll-
12, 15, and 25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, Gizmo, you're moving forward. Keeping a straight out. Your companions are a bit quieter, so you it's hard for you to... you're a clock forge. Like, it's a big suit.
yeah.
But your companions continue to move through. The three of you, I'd say, Artrin, what's your passive perception?
10.
So Artrin, no, you're a little. No, I'm not going to say it's shell shock, but you're kind of just keeping to your own. Caché and Al, I think you have pretty decent passive perceptions. Chaos is still ensuing around the city. And as you pass one of the alleyways, Caché, you leading the group, you glance down and you do see that kind of at the end of the alleyway, moving into one of those kind of open areas again within the Steam Ward. There are, you'd probably say 7 or 8 sheets, white sheets covering bodies.
Oh.
You can hear crying. People are moving quickly through the main streets, heading back into their homes. Constabulary is shutting down the Steam Ward. They're locking it down. Thank goodness you're staying within the Steam Wards, or within the Steam Ward, so you're continue to move forward. The further away you get from the East Yard, you see less and less bodies.
And like those, like the amount of bodies we've seen, would that make sense for the ruckus we caused, or does it seem like more like they went and retaliated?
Unless you want to get closer, I think it's hard to tell from here.
Probably too risky to get closer. Just going to continue on.
I mean, does it like? Yeah.
Al?
Does it look like it's been organized kind of movement through the streets, or has it been like? I mean, the fact that there's sheets, I'm assuming that people have been there to like cover up the bodies. Like it's not just you know, it's not just like bodies lying in the middle of the road.
Just lying in the street. No.
Yeah.
I'd say, Al, with your passive perception and just kind of like, are you hanging back at all just for a few moments and just?
I'd probably stop for a second or two, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay. In that few moments that you do stop, you actually see one of the constabulary like throw off their helmet and rush forward towards one of the bodies that's not fully covered, screaming their name. You see another constabulary member kind of grab them and pull them back and say, "No, I'm sorry, they're gone." There's what it appears to be, and just kind of general seeing of that, in the chaos, confusion, and fear that happened in the 100-foot cube of the Terran reality, people started shooting.
Yeah.
And they
just
shot
went off
into
in
the
the
crowd.
distance, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when people are scared and they have guns,
Yeah.
they do
Fire
stupid
into the
things.
distance.
Yeah. So it's hard to tell because a lot of the bodies are covered, but there appears to be a mixture of sizes. It's not just constabulary members that got shot. Yeah.
I will probably keep that to myself until we're in a place where, Caché doesn't freak out in the middle of the street.
Okay. You spend about 2 hours, 2.5, 2 hours, I'd say, to get up to the upper part of the seaboard, taking all those back alleys. But you do manage to make it to the Copper Mirage. Most of the other parts of the seaboard are being shut down, so you're able to just barely manage to not be really seen at this point, because it's difficult. What's nice going for this is Gizmo, even though you rolled the lowest, again, you look like a clock forge, so you're not what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So even if they see you, and they don't, like, you're a clock forge. Yeah, like they're like, oh, and Al.
Wait, they went that way.
Oh, yeah. So we'll keep it. Yeah, they're working away. Like, it's probably a bodyguard for the super thin elf that's next to the clock forge kind of thing. So, reaching the Copper Mirage, the exterior of this building, it's a kind of a tall, elegant structure, gleaming copper pipes kind of all around the sides. Smokestacks emit this faint scent of lavender and eucalyptus. There are intricate brass gears that kind of glint in the eye as you pass, and there appears to be kind of gas, almost lamps, these kind of like little lamps that are sitting outside that are attached to the outside of the building itself. There's a nice warm glow, but it is in the middle of the morning, but it still seems to be lit. It kind of gives me the vibe of Howl's Moving Castle, where things are just like just moving slightly on the outside of the building. It's kind of, yeah. So, is there anything you do before you go inside?
No, I just want to get inside.
I think
Just want
we're good.
to get inside. Cool. Head
Get off
inside.
the street.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. So let's get you in. Sorry, now. Cool. You head inside. Inside, immaculately clean. There's high arches, brass and polished steel fittings everywhere, marble tiles. It is stunning inside, beautiful. Doesn't really match the outside. The outside kind of has this little like kind of what's the word for it? A quaint kind of vibe. Inside is like posh. It's quite nice. Sound of running water off in the distance. There's a gentle hum of concealed machinery working in the walls. And there is kind of a faint mist that clings to the air. The front of house, who you see, towering over the countertop, standing perfectly still, is a elegant clock forge, actually. Their make and model not quite discernible from this distance. It's another envoy. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine?
Clint?
No. Clint?
This
No,
one's
no.
just called Steam.
So,
Well, this is very fancy.
Hmm.
Yeah, you'd never
And how
think
do
it
we
from the
find
outside.
Artrin?
Yeah, I don't know if we should even use his real name in here.
Whoops.
Well, you're the
Tarlin.
You're the you're the consultant here, Caché. So by your leave, really.
I walk up to the clock forge then. Hello.
Welcome to the Copper Mirage. I am Madam Hyson. How can I assist you today?
I'm looking for a friend of mine, a drow.
Drow. Very well. I know who you are asking for. Would you like me to take you to them?
Please.
Steam can provide such clarity, don't you think?
I'm sure it can.
If you can only endure the heat.
Gets up. Walks away.
Giving us existential crises before we're going for baths. Like, what?
Hold on, is this a relaxation or is this like meant to be some sort of a challenge? I don't understand. I've never
Maybe
gone to
it's a
somewhere to
code
relax and they've been trying to endure it.
you see a board on the wall and it's all of your names just start to like fill in.
Is this some kind of BDSM club?
Al, get your mind
Al
out of the
runs it.
gutter. This isn't Raslairs.
Not everything's a sex shop.
And Raslair doesn't own all the bathhouses. Okay, so Madam Hyacinth begins to lead you further through, past the public bathrooms. Sorry, public baths, which are completely empty currently. There's no one in there. Past the private lounges as well, and leads you to a simple wooden door. It almost looks like a broom closet.
I assume this is it?
Inside, you can leave your belongings before entering the bath. The door will remain locked until you complete your soak.
Of course.
They are waiting for you.
And I walk in.
Okay. You walk into a changing room.
Mhm.
So, are you getting undressed? Are you keeping your armor on? It is up to you. Choices.
I drop my entire armor and all of my glamour, and I'm going in completely shadow.
Just
All right.
black
Just.
darkness.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absence of.
I mean, I'm assuming you still have like a figure and.
Oh, I have my shape, absolutely,
Yeah,
but
you're just
Yeah.
void.
But
Yeah.
no, like, like no shadows within, no like reflections of light, just
No.
a silhouette.
No, just
Yeah.
silhouette.
with wisps of shadow kind of floating off.
Human Vanta Black. Like.
And just the yellow glowing eyes then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm keeping the armor on because that's me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will get undressed, but I will ritual cast wrist pocket and put my grimoire into my wrist pocket. So
Nice. So you keep your grimoire. Lovely. Artrin?
I will also doff the armor.
Okay.
But I'm unhappy about it.
I like the armor.
You can see the bullet wounds that I had healed with my lay on hands earlier. It's kind of stitched with gold seam, just like a Japanese kintsugi.
yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Pretty cool.
Love it.
Slick threads.
Very fancy.
Mm.
Is that a new tattoo?
No, I think that's Avarice is doing. I mean, I got shot here. Peacekeepers.
No, I mean that one. The one that says A+A with a heart over the
Oh,
arrow.
I don't want to talk about that one. That was stupid. I was like 16.
He definitely has that branded on somewhere. I'm sorry, but he.
It's out there now. It's canon. So
It's up
Canon.
to you to find it.
It's for you to find.
Do we ever meet
it's up
Mother
to
A?
you, the fans, to come up with this.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, fans.
Where is
Homework.
the tattoo?
Where is Avarice's A+A with a heart, a tattoo on Artrin?
Oh my! You just hear Caché thought and discuss, and then just move out of the change room.
Perfect. All right, so you strip down. You have your grimoires hidden. Weapons. Artrin, you've left Blackfire, just so you know, and your shield. You have no weapons at the moment.
Yeah, I think Al said that he picked them up as they were leaving, but I don't have them on me currently.
Al, did you? I can't actually remember.
Oh. I think I did.
Okay.
I don't think I carried his shield, but I think I managed to take his weapon.
Okay.
But it's not on my person at the moment anyway.
It's not. No.
Yeah.
Cool.
We should
Okay.
check.
Lovely. So the door opens, this kind of slidey door opens to the private bath suite. It is lovely, opulent chamber. That's before you. Smooth white stone that covers the floors. Slight mist in the air, just like pretty much everywhere in this bathhouse. It is fueled by steam ports and valves that seem to kind of release these warming fumes into the room. And again, just that hint of lavender and jasmine hanging in the air everywhere you go. There's a platter of fresh fruits and wine off to the back. Herb pots in every corner. It is a lovely space. Quite spacious, actually. Sitting in the baths, you see a handsome young drow. Short, dark hair cut right by their pointed ears. Deep-set red eyes. And a brass metal arm that seems to just be kind of hanging off to the side in the bath. And a few paces away is another figure who is... We're going to wait until next week to find out who that person is. So, we're going to end here on a little bit of a cliffhanger as we move into this next section.
Ah.
Yes. So, thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Don't make bad choices.
Don't make rash choices. Don't make rash choices.
Rash choices.
Don't do it.
Doesn't matter. I make bad decisions. Just think about them first.
Just